Hello, darling. I know you just got off work, you got stuff to do, gotta wind down, so I'll keep this brief. I was listening to some new music while I was doing chores, and I found this song, and I was like, oh, I know the perfect person to show this. And then I went to the album that it's on, and... Oh, I'm already rambling. Sorry. If you want, I can just call you back when you get settled down. What do you mean I don't have to worry? I know you've said you like hearing me talk, but I don't want to distract you, especially if you're already tired from work. Oh, you didn't go to work today? What happened? Are you sick? Just didn't feel like it. Yeah, the album. I think... Hey, are you okay? Honey, you sound rough, if I'm being honest. No, everything is not fine. I heard that. No, that was a sniffle, and I heard it clear as day. I can't let you do this again. You know, isolate, ruminate, other 8 words that involve keeping yourself sad. Nope, you are, and I'm not having it. I'm coming over right now. You can't stop me. Knock, knock. Oh, wait, I have a spare key. Ah, hi. What are you doing up? You should be resting, hon. Oh, you were getting the door. Sorry, I forgot I had a key. Let's go back to your room. You don't want to lay down yet? That's okay. We can just sit. I just know it's more comfy in here than in the living room. Wait, before we sit, would you like a hug? Great. I just want to hold you for a bit so we can both calm down some. I'm still a little, hyper, I guess, and that's not good for this. Upset plus hyper equals panic, and I don't want you to panic. Yeah, let's just... Well, I am much calmer. I'll be a much bigger help like this. Did that do anything for you? A little? Just one step at a time. Alright, I won't make you stand any longer. So what's going on? If it was nothing, I wouldn't be sitting here. Were you crying earlier? Well, it sounded like you were about to when I called you. You were scared of bothering me? Oh no, I would never... Darling, look at me. Look into my eyes. I knew what I was getting into when we started dating. This was always going to be a part of it. Everybody has problems, and when we were just friends, I got to see some of yours firsthand. If I thought that I couldn't handle that, or that I wouldn't have the time or energy to support you, we wouldn't be together. If my partner asking for my help was enough to bother me, I wouldn't be dating anyone. You're not some chore. I want to be there for you, in any way I possibly can be. I could take the next month off work if you needed it. Get your groceries for you, cook, clean, hold you, bathe you. I am here. And if you somehow had such an insane, massive request that I denied it, that still isn't something that should worry you. Having to give a single no isn't going to push me away. You don't have to be scared anymore, okay? Okay. Well, if that's why you were tearing up when I called you, what was it that made you stay home? I know you said you just didn't feel like it, but anything specific? Just everything. You have been going through a lot lately. Stuff you shouldn't have to deal with. Is it more than that? That kind of everything. Regrets of the past, fears in the present, anxiety about the future. The weight of it all. I know when it hits, it's like a wave crashing into you. I'm so sorry you have to feel like this, honey. I'll do anything I can to take that feeling away. You don't have to thank me, just listen to what I have to say. Really take it in. That's all the thanks I need, alright? Now, I'm not gonna tell you that things are gonna be okay, or that they will get better. I don't know that. I also know that you don't know that. It makes no sense to assume that everything will go well, or to assume at all. That being said, I've noticed that when you do make an assumption, it's always negative. Even when you know that a positive outcome is more likely, you still assume the worst. You know that good things can happen to you, but you just don't believe it. I know it's hard. It can be so difficult not to dwell on the pain you've gone through. Sometimes it feels like all you know is pain, like the only thing life has in store for you is more suffering, no matter how hard you try to change that. But the worst thing you can do is trust that feeling. It flies in the face of every good day you've had, every laughing fit, every moment of pride, everything good you've ever felt. It's trying to tell you that you'll never feel good again, and it's wrong, hun. How do you stop that feeling? Well, the best thing to do is something you're already doing. To try. Of course you've been trying, but trying can mean a lot of things, and there are so many different things to try. Sometimes you need to retrace your steps. Try something you've already done, or already dismissed, thinking it wasn't worth considering. Sometimes you need a real shake-up, something completely different to what you've been trying so far. You haven't explored every option, and you know this. You could live a lifetime and a half without walking down every path. You also don't have to try all the time. It's okay to take breaks when you need to. Don't feel bad if you miss a day or a week or a month. We're told as kids to always try our best, but nobody can do that for any significant length of time without collapsing from exhaustion. We can only do so much for so long, then we need rest. Real rest. Not just distraction or procrastination, committing yourself to regaining energy and basking in comfort. It's a balancing act. You can only fail by leaning too far in one direction. And you've been leaning pretty hard to the trying side. Maybe it's time to balance it out. Well, maybe you could indulge in some new experiences you always say you'll get around to. Movies, shows, games that you've put off in favor of something more familiar. New hobbies that you say you don't have time for when really you just don't have time to master them and you feel like unmastered means unfinished. Places you've wanted to visit but feel like you can't without a reason other than I want to. Things like these also help make new memories. The brain is very good at throwing out repetitive information, so when you have day after day of doing the same thing, it doesn't bother keeping those memories around. It ends up feeling like life is passing you by, like a month only really lasted a few days. Doing something new, giving your brain something to keep, that can help you feel like you're living, not just existing. As long as you're not constantly seeking novelty, allowing yourself to do this actually strikes a pretty decent balance between trying and resting. What if you end up not liking it? That's alright. A negative experience isn't inherently a failure or a waste of time. You still get the benefits of building a new memory, and you still get to let go of that wanting feeling, that voice in the back of your head reminding you that you should check this thing out. That doesn't mean that every negative experience is actually a positive one, just that sometimes it's worth the risk, even if it goes wrong. I know risk can be paralyzing. Unfortunately, it's not something you can skirt around. Risk is everywhere. The important thing is not avoiding it, but assessing it, weighing the pros and cons. Think of a movie you haven't seen, about 2 hours long. You're trying to decide if you should watch it. If it's good, well good. You enjoy yourself. If it's bad, You spend 2 hours watching that instead of something more appealing. Is it worth risking 2 hours of your time? I'd say so, but sometimes you can obsess over things like this. Always making the right choice, always spending your time wisely, always making the most of what you have, no matter what. Sometimes I see you feeling like a small, quote-unquote, wrong decision is a disaster. Not because of how it actually affects you, but because you can't go back and make the right one. To use a video game analogy, you feel like you've locked yourself out of the true ending, and that's incredibly stressful. The ironic part is that this obsession can lead to stuff like choice paralysis, losing you time and causing you stress regardless of the decision you make. I wish I could say you could just stop caring, but it takes time and a lot of practice. If you want risk to stop feeling so dire, you have to face it, to prove to yourself that even the wrong choice won't be the end of you. And I know that you know it won't be, but what you know isn't always the same as what you feel. I want you to feel like you have freedom, not like you have to stick to one specific path without a map. You don't deserve to feel like you're stupid because of your choices either. You are a competent person. You could be one of the greatest minds to ever live, and you'd still make mistakes, still feel like you've made the wrong decision because you would still have to deal with the unexpected, with limited information, and with perfectly fair assumptions leading you astray. You're so much more intelligent and more capable than you give yourself credit for, honey. I mean that. Like I said, you don't need to thank me, just really let it soak in. You want to thank me? Well, I won't refuse you, darling. You're very welcome, and you should feel free to ask for this anytime. Of course. I want to do whatever I can. You don't have to hide your struggles from me. You don't have to feel guilty for taking my time. You don't have to feel alone. If you'll let me, I will try my hardest to keep you from feeling like this again. Has this made you feel any better, or at least more relaxed? Good. Now, I think it would be a good idea to lay down for a few moments to let you process everything. I'll be right here, holding you tight. When you're ready, I'd love to hear how you feel and how you want to move forward. Whatever the answer, I'll be here to support you. I believe in you, and until you do as well, I'll give enough belief for the both of us. Forever, honey. I love you. Now, come lay with me. What if we fall asleep? Well, we risk losing some time and leaving some lights on. On the other hand, we would get some rest and get to wake up next to each other. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind that. I love you.